Hey guys, wanted to make a quick one today. I'm out at the shooting range, as you saw. Watch a lot of prepping channels on YouTube here. Guys talking about prepping, and one of the big points of interest to me is the get home bag. Some guys call it a bug out bag, some guys call it a get home bag. Some guys differentiate between the two. To me, the idea is you've got a 7.0 something magnitude earthquake. All the bridges are down. The high tension power lines are all down. Maybe a nuke went off over one of the major cities nearby. None of the cars work, that kind of thing. The idea is that you might have to walk home. Vehicles are not going to be able to get you there. You might have to walk home. Everybody carries a bag. You should have some very basic things in the bag. A backpack. I use a messenger type bag, a canvas messenger bag. To me, it looks a little less threatening. I switch back and forth. Sometimes I use a backpack. If I'm heavily riding my motorcycle, I use a backpack that I got. It's a climbing backpack, and it's great because I can strap it to the back of the motorcycle and quickly get it on and off of the bike. Anyway, most of you preppers will agree that a good firearm is important as part of your get-home toolkit. And I agree with that. In my vehicle, I have one of those little safe boxes mounted to the inside of the car, inside the paneling, a special place. Anyways, locked in that box is a firearm, and then elsewhere in the car is ammunition. In the state of California, you cannot, unless you have a CCW, you cannot carry a loaded firearm around, so I don't. I have never gone for a CCW, not because I can't get one. My reason for it is they don't have the right to tell me no. They don't have the right to ask me to get some kind of license. It is illegal in this country to bother me about it. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's it. Period, paragraph, end of story. I'll comply with the stupid laws because I don't like to go to jail. I don't do well in small spaces with, jerks trying to push you around, that kind of thing. The thing is those laws are illegal in this country. That's a whole other topic, though. We're not talking about that. So I legally transport my firearms. I adhere to the laws of the local area that I'm in, regardless of the legality of those laws. Might makes right. A lot of men with guns are going to come after you if they think you're a problem. So, do what you're told. Chump. Anyway, locked away in the car is a gun. If a major emergency like that happens, and I've got to grab my bag, my extra water that I keep, I'm going to go in and get that firearm out. I have carried 9mm in the past. I've carried that LCR in 22 Magnum. That rotates in and out. Sometimes I carry it. Thing is in an urban environment, if you're walking home, this is the worst thing you could have. You're going to be seen with that by law enforcement, and you're going to get stopped right away. It's the best thing you could have for getting food, defending yourself, whether it's a 22 or something else, a 223. But if you're walking around with a big old rifle, you're going to have problems, and pretty much right away you're going to have problems. What I like to do is carry a handgun that I'm capable of hitting reliably out to 50 yards with. For defensive purposes, I want to be able to hit a man-sized target at 50 yards, and I'm usually, whatever I'm carrying, I'm pretty good about that. I practice it regularly. What I typically carry now is the LCR, or LCR. I do carry that sometimes. I carry the SR-22. It's a really good gun. It shoots a wide variety of ammunition. The ammo that I keep with it in the car, it shoots really well. I don't have any problems with it. It's really accurate out of this gun. It cycles it reliably. I carry a little cleaning kit in my bag for the gun. Bore snake, some Q-tips, a little bit of lubricant, and a small vial. I can clean the gun 3 or 4 times with that kit. It's got a small piece of t-shirt rag type thing and a small cut-off toothbrush. Anyway, that's what I typically carry in my vehicle for my bug out, for my get home. Bug out's totally different on the firearms. You need a rifle for that. Anyway, I've seen videos where guys carry little bitty pocket rockets like the Jetfire. That Fancy, I think, said he's got a couple of loadouts that have Jetfires in them. Those are great little guns. I've got the little 21A, I think it is, the little Beretta tip barrel 22 with the single double trigger. Great little gun. I like this one better. I can hit more reliably at a little bit more distance with it. It's a little more weight and it's a little bulkier, but the thing is with the right holster, you know, in the waistband, cover it, whatever. This is a good go get it gun. Ammunition is really easy to. You see, I've been shooting a little bit here. Ammunition is really easy to carry for it. You carry a couple hundred rounds, 9mm, not so much so. You can carry a couple hundred rounds with this on your person pretty easily. With the 1022 as part of the bug out system, right? You can carry, you know, 300-400 rounds, but you can carry several magazines loaded and all that stuff. In California, we can have those 25-round magazines that you guys have everywhere else. Kind of sucks. Anyway, that kind of lays the foundation for what I'm talking about. If you're walking home and you end up taking more than a day or two and you've only got a day or two worth of food in your bag, it might come to be, you can see the video on To Serve Dog, it might come to be that you need to feed yourself in an urban environment. There's going to be squirrels in trees and stuff. There's going to be, in our city, we've got a lot of Norway rats. They're really big, and you can eat them. But I think before I tried to eat a Norway rat, and that's terrible, I'd probably eat a dog or a cat. So if I'm walking home and I'm on day 3 of walking and I'm trying to negotiate all the obstacles from the earthquake, or people have been a real serious problem, I see a cat, I'm going to take that shot. Out here on the range for the 22 targets, they have steel cutouts of groundhogs, cats. They're steel and they're shaped like that, and they're the correct size. The cat that I like to shoot at the most is 36.2 yards from where I'm at right now. The other cat over here is 46.6 yards from where I'm at right now. There's small circles and stuff right here up close. They're like 20 yards away. And then out at the berm, you have some cat-sized targets that are 55 yards. They're 50 to 55 yards depending on the angle you're shooting at them. Anyway, one of the challenges that I put up to the boys, you saw in the range trip video where one of the guys that works here at the range came down. We were shooting 357 and playing a game called Do Eat tonight. This is the name of the game. And this is where I'm throwing a challenge out there to all you prepper guys, all of you. And I'll try to share this video. I don't know exactly how to go about doing that, but I'm gonna throw this challenge out there. Can you take your bug out bag, get home bag, whatever, your firearm that's in your system for I've got to walk home from where I'm at. I've lost my vehicle. I've got to find my way home. My vehicle's down. It's gone. It's been stolen, whatever. Your get home bag. Can you take your firearm that's in that bag, whatever it is, okay? Can you take that and on a cold barrel, your very first shot out to the range, can you hit a cat size target at a reasonable range for you to hunt for an animal that size? So there's the cat. That's a hit. I don't know if you, I'll check it later. I'm sure you can hear that. I should have 2 cameras for this, but I'm using my phone. So with a rifle, obviously, that's easy, you know. 36 yards, and you can obviously hit that with a 10-22. I'm going to do a video on the 10-22 versus the Model 60. The 10-22 is a terrible, terrible rifle. I'm going to explain why I think that. Right now, this is my gun, and it's my go-to 22. I'm going to spoiler up front. I am a Model 60 guy. I bought these 10-22s for the boys. My younger son, Benjamin, many videos on here. He shot the 10-22 a lot, and then he shot my Model 60. And he told me he wanted a Model 60, so I offered to trade, and he snatched that offer up quick. He's a very sharp boy. This gun, compared to a Model 60, is a terrible gun. It's a piece of crap. All you guys out there who love these 10-22s, you need to go dig out all the receipts for the money you spent on your 10-22 to make it bearable. And you need to look at how much you spent for a 22 rifle and then compare that to a Model 60. I promise you, the 10-22 is a fail. It's an epic fail. But anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is the challenge. Hit the cat cold barrel with the 10-22. I don't keep the 10-22 with my get home bag. I keep the SR-22. So with a cold barrel, this has got a round in it. Can't shoot it like this. Oh, yeah. With a cold barrel, first shot of the day when you go out to the range. Oh, come on, John. Yeah, it fed. Wonder what that was all about. Full disclosure, I've been shooting for a while. This is not my first shot of the day. Obviously, I'm going to cock the hammer, single shot, trigger. This is not my first shot of the day. I shot this video with my first shot of the day. My first shot of the day was a miss. The next 3 were hits, and then I kind of hit, miss. But I was completely out of frame when I did it, and I didn't like the way I said all that stuff, so all the stuff I was talking about. This video is going to be a little bit longer. But anyways, cold barrel, first shot of the day. Can you go out to your range, get your cat-sized or dog-sized animal, safety off, single action, line it up. I missed. I still missed. So I'm being honest here, guys. Straight up honest. You want to line up in your first shot. I can't hit it. There we go. Finally. Everything there was like an inch or so miss. But the thing is it's a miss. You're hungry. You're hungry. You're stressed. You've been walking. You're trying to get home. I don't eat today. I didn't hit that target. So that's the challenge. Can you get your get-home gun out of your get-home bag, or your bug-out gun out of your bug-out bag, if it's a pistol or if it's a rifle, whatever it is, whatever your go-to gun is for that situation, whatever a reasonable range is, and this is more for you to see. I'm not looking for any proof in any pudding or anything. It's just something I was challenging myself and my kids to. Excuse me. And can you take your gun out and on the first shot, clear leather, present, squeeze that trigger, and get food? It's harder than you think, guys. Yeah. A lot of you probably put up a ton of videos just right now. Bang, first shot. I'm not having a good day today, apparently. But we weren't doing too good the other day on the 357 either. I brought Ben out last week, and yeah, Ben didn't have a good day, which before he did have a decent day, but he didn't have a good day, but I had a great day with the Glock 17, of all things. I'm not doing too good with my 22 today, which doesn't recoil that much. It's an easy shooter, but with the Glock 17, I was doing great. Ben was getting ticked off at me, as a matter of fact. So that's the challenge. That's the challenge to yourself. Go out with your bag. Put your holster on, put your gun on, whether it's a rifle, whatever's in your system, whatever's your go-to in your system, whatever is the most likely game in your area, at whatever distance is the most likely distance, or the outside edge distance, you know, challenge yourself. Give it a try. I'm running out of room on my SD card, so anyway, I'm going to go quick here. These little square plates, I don't know how big they are. They're about 25 yards, plus or minus 0.1. That's the torso. That's an eclipse target. The torso is 30 yards. Makes a nice ring with a heavy hitting round. It pops back when you get headshots. Pretty cool target. Anyway, possible redemption with the cold shot, first shot on the Glock 17, California compliant magazine, obviously. If anybody says, hey, let's go to California, no, don't do it. So, let's see how we do. Square plate, 25 yards. Do we eat? Yeah, we eat, buddy. I wasn't in frame. Oh well. You heard it. So, and here's our torso. Pretty loud. No safety on these, right? So there you go. There's the do you eat. This has been in and out of the rotation on that, by the way, as the get home gun. These Corbons, I'm not used to them. They are really hot. And these are 124 grain. I've never really shot 124 grain out of a 9mm before. I've always stuck with 115 grain. Anyway, there's a little bit of redemption, right? A little bit, not really. If I took the Glock 17 with me, I could get some food. Which is hard to believe because I'm having a hard day today and couldn't do it with a 22. Hard to believe. So anyway, all right, guys. Catch you on the next one. For real this time.